The next topic I want to talk about is VPN, Virtual Private Network. So let's dive right into it. Compared to a private wide area network, the internet does not provide a secure environment for privacy. So what is the solution? The solution is to implement VPNs, which is a lot cheaper and doesn't require you to change any of your network infrastructure. Now, VPNs can provide several security features like confidentiality. Even if an attacker is able to intercept the packets that you send, they're not able to decrypt it and read what's inside. Authentications. VPN makes sure that the sender of the VPN packet is a legitimate device. Data integrity. VPN makes sure that the data is not changed in any way, shape, or form during the transit from the sender to the receiver. Now, a typical way to implement VPN is to put it on the two devices near the edge of the internet and create a tunnel. So right here we have the sender and the receiver. So PC1 has the IP address of 10.2.2.2. Server 1 has the IP address of 10.1.1.1. Now, PC1 wants to send a packet to server 1. So here's the IP packet. Source is PC1's IP. Destination is server 1's IP. Now, we're going to encrypt this IP packet. So now it's encrypted. So these two are the same things. And then we're going to add a VPN header as well as a new IP header. Now, with the new IP header, we're going to use different IP addresses, which is going to be the IP addresses on the routers. So as you can see, 64.1.1.1 for router 2, that's the source. 128.2.2.2, and that's the destination. Now I want to talk about IPsec encryption. Because earlier I mentioned that the sending device is going to encrypt the IP packet and put it right here. So how does encryption work? So the sending device takes the IP packet that it wants to send and a session key. They put into this formula which it calculated a encrypted data. Now this part is the same as this part. Encrypted data, it adds a VPN header and it adds a new IP header. So now the sending device sends this packets over to the receiving device. And when this device receives it, it takes the encrypted data and the session key. The session key are the same here. And it decrypts into clear text of the original IP packet. And that's how IPsec encryption works. So now let's talk about firewalls. Firewalls can either be a hardware device or a software application. It is a network security device that monitors incoming and outgoing network traffic. And so in a way, it's a lot like ACL, right? It can match source and destination IP. It can match TCP, UDP ports, or text in the HTTP request. But one of the most important thing about Firewall is it keeps state information by storing information about each packet. Now, what do I mean by that? Let's just take a look at an example. So say there's like a DOS attack. There's a server here. During normal hours, it gets about 10 TCP connections, okay? Even at its busiest time, right, the busiest hours, it gets about 100. Now, an attacker is initiating a 10,000 TCP connection to the server. Now, if you have a stateful firewall, it has recorded state information based on earlier packets. It will notice a large number of TCP connections coming from small number of clients and start filtering. So, in a way, you can think that a stateful firewall records activities and it creates that baseline. You know, it looks for consistency. So when there's something that's completely out of line comes into the picture, the firewall is going to go, oh wait, what's this? I've never seen this pattern or behavior before. Now, the next concept I want to talk about is firewall uses the concept of security zones. It allows hosts from zone inside to initiate connections to hosts in zone outside. For well-known ports like HTTP port 80. So here's a diagram. There are three zones here. Zone inside, zone outside, and zone DMZ. demilitarized zone. I'm always having trouble saying that word. Okay, so what Firewall does is it allows the devices from zone inside to initiate connections to the zone outside, because this is where we want to have it protected, right? And let's say like you're a company and you have to have servers, public web servers, for people from the internet to make connections to, then you will put those public web servers in the zone DMZ so they can make connections to this. But the people from the outside cannot make connection directly into your company. Thank you very much.